The NBA was shook up recently by the Knicks and the Timberwolves. No one seen this blockbuster trade going down. Everyone knew that the Knicks were in the market for a center, but no one expected them to be able to go get the third best center in the league. The only centers I have above Karl-Anthony Towns is Joel Embiid and Joker. He's better than Wembanyama, he's better than Anthony Davis, and he's better than Bam. Bam is too small at the center position. He can't shoot and he don't have no post game. Wembanyama, he don't really have a post game. He just tall. He's small and he's considered soft too. He shoot too many threes. He's not polished yet. And Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis don't even like to play the center position. His mentality don't be where it need to be most of the times. He's a good defender, but he has no post game. He can't shoot, and he can't really pass, and he struggles with double teams more than he should. So by all that happening, I got Karl-Anthony Towns as the third best big man in the game. But if he could fix his mental, this dude could be an MVP voting with Joker and Embiid. The narrative around Cat for his whole career was that he's soft, he play when he want to, he shoot too many threes. He don't have the mentality that he need to go out and be one of the all-time great centers. We all know he's one of the best shooting big men of all time. But when you think of Cat, that's the only thing that comes to mind. But going to the New York Knicks, he could change all that from this upcoming season down the line. And here's how. Man, when's the last time two guys that scored 60 points were put on the same team? Y'all forgot Cat scored 60 points and Jalen Brunson put up 60. That's crazy. And when's the last time two players that went to conferences the year prior are teamed up on the same team? When's the last time an MVP candidate got a 22 and 12 guy to come over? It's rare you see it, but we have seen it a few times in history. We've seen a lot of guys who were okay, but when they joined a solid player, they became immortal, in my opinion. Okay? Let's look at Rasheed Wallace. Everybody know Rasheed Wallace had skills coming out of North Carolina. He was a part of the Portland Trailblazer team. Them boys kept getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, he good, but you could never win with him. What happened? His first year being a part of the Detroit Pistons, he go win a championship, man. You can't never take that from him. A championship. And he was a major part of the team. Him and Ben Wallace dealing with Shaq. Shaq and Kobe was going for a 4-peat, man. A 4-peat. And they ended that. They ended that whole team. You could never take that away from them. You feel me? Or let's look at Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol was Rookie of the Year with Memphis. He was an okay player, but what the narrative was around him? He too soft. He's just an okay guy. He don't move the needle. When his brother came into the league, Marc Gasol, from day one, they were saying that Marc Gasol was going to be better than Paul Gasol. And Marc Gasol didn't even have played 1 minute in the NBA. You know what I'm talking about? Or we could look at the Boston Celtics with Kristaps Porzingis. Phil Jackson drafted this guy with the New York Knicks to be that guy for a while in New York. What happened? It didn't work out. Couldn't stay healthy. He moved over. He had a nice year with the Wizards. They didn't want him. He moved to Dallas with Luka. Didn't work out. Couldn't stay healthy. It seemed like he didn't know his role with Luka. He was an afterthought. Porzingis was a good player. He just wasn't a player that people really respected like that. He go to the Boston Celtics and win a championship immediately. And he made valuable impacts in the finals and in the playoffs when he was healthy. You know what I'm saying? Karl-Anthony Towns has the same opportunity to change that narrative. You know, Jalen Brunson was in MVP talk last season. To me, Jalen Brunson wore down towards the end. He don't have to worry about that now. Karl-Anthony Towns should go in there and go get 23 and 12. The offense going through him. Karl-Anthony Towns is a good passer. You know, the Knicks got a lot of guys that could cut. All they got to do is get open and spot up. If Cat cooking, you got to double him. He will make the open play. One reason why I think Minnesota struggled was, other than Mike Conley, they didn't have no one to set up. Karl-Anthony Towns had to score, and he had to facilitate too when Mike Conley wasn't in there. That was too much for him. With Brunson, you got somebody that can go get their own buckets and facilitate and play off for you. This is a perfect marriage in New York, man. All Cat got to do is go into every game with that dog. Y'all gonna respect me just like y'all respect Joker and Joel Embiid. Embrace that New York culture and play ball, man. The Knicks haven't had a skilled center like this since Patrick Ewing. And we all know they almost won a chip with them. You know, I see the same thing with this Knicks team. With Karl-Anthony Towns, man, the Knicks should make the Eastern Conference Finals every year. A championship is in their future. Yes. They just got to put it all together, man. No one expected Paul Gasol to go to the Lakers and go to 3 straight finals. You know what I'm talking about? 3 Eastern Conference and 2 finals. No one expected that. But it happened because he was brought into the perfect situation. Same goes for the other players I mentioned. It's up to Cat, man. Do he really want it? Because he got a chance to change the narrative, man. All it takes is one season to change it. Go out and ball out. Your name should be an MVP talk. Real talk. Improve your defense. Stop taking so many threes. Get on the block and show the world that you's a top 3 center in the game, man. Winning cures all. Trust me. I know. I done seen it. And I think Cat could do it. You know, they like to say he too soft. He can't deal with no alpha males and all that. That's nonsense, man. Y'all expect everybody to be just straight dogs. He ain't built like that. You know what I'm talking about? You know how many players in NBA history who were like dogs on the court, but their personality was totally different when it was off the court? Man, you just got to find the right thing to make this dude go off, man. And I think Tom Thibodeau about to unleash him. Tom Thibodeau don't succeed with this team, he should never get another coaching job. That's real talk. He should never get another coaching job. Because this the team right here, man. This the team that could make everybody forget that Tom Thibodeau ran Derrick Rose into the ground. He ran Butler into the ground. He never had a good bench. All of that nonsense. He don't really make adjustments. His system not really offensive minded. He could erase all that. He should be drawing up new plays now. Talking to Cat, asking Cat what type of plays he like to run. You know what I'm saying? What type of looks he like. They should be doing all that right now. Jalen Brunson need to embrace him too, because I watched Media Day. Jalen Brunson talking about he don't want to talk about Cat until the deal is official. In my opinion, he looks like he not really a fan of Cat being there. He need to suck up that pride, because they wouldn't go win anything without getting a big man like this. Jalen Brunson look like he being selfish right now. You just got $100 million, bruh. You should be happy to get another guy like that in there with you. You couldn't do it by yourself. Jalen Brunson rubbed me the wrong way, man. I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like. I hope they're not fighting. They don't be fighting to see who the number 1 option is. I hope that don't happen, bro, because that could totally break this team before we are able to witness something special from this team. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I see y'all on the next one, man. Let me know what y'all think about this situation.